As of December 29, 2024, at least 261 people have been killed in violent clashes with authorities. Two key political allies of opposition leader Venâncio Mondlane were mysteriously killed by gunmen earlier. Mondlane is now in exile, rallying his supporters from Facebook abroad. At one point, South Africa even closed its border in response to the unrest.
I am an African.
So now, the big one that everyone has heard about,
Which one?
Mozambique.
Oh, that you're gonna say.
Yeah.
That you're gonna
What I'm
say.
gonna say.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Yeah.
Mozambique is probably the most controversial election this year in
Yeah.
Africa.
Because I think that
Uh,
there's still some stuff going on right now, right?
yeah, there's lots of people dying. There's a prison break as well. But let me just get into the
Really?
yeah. Let me just get into the brief details of the election and how this
Yeah.
is all. So Mozambique is a country on the southeastern African coast.
I want to see you get the names correct. But anyways, go ahead.
Southeastern African coast has a population of 33 million people. Its main economy, it's one of the main producers of natural gas
Mm,
and does $22 billion in GDP. So who's running? From the ruling party, there was Daniel Chapo
mm,
of Frelimo, the ruling party that has led Mozambique since 1975 through civil war, which ended in the 1990s. Venâncio Mondlane of Podemos, which is a new political party. He's a breakaway from the opposition, the main opposition, used to be the main opposition known as Renamo. Um, Standing with Renamo is Osufu Momade. Renamo was a political party that has existed since the 1970s as well. They were military belligerents during the civil war with Frelimo. Um, so Daniel Chapo of Frelimo got 65.17% of the vote, 4 million votes. Venâncio Mondlane got 24.19, 1.6 million, and Osufu Momade of Renamo got 6.6%, 448,000 votes. So Renamo has been pushed into third place. So this is a bad day for Renamo. Who won?
okay.
Obviously, Daniel Chapo won Frelimo. Daniel Chapo was a little known, I think, provincial governor from central Mozambique who was just picked by Filipe Nyusi. Filipe Nyusi was the president of Mozambique who has served 2 terms,
Hmm.
constitutionally serve a third term. So he is the new flag bearer of Frelimo. Now, Venâncio Mondlane's party pushed out Renamo, and now they are the main opposition. However, the election in Mozambique remains highly disputed, with massive protests erupting across the entire country.
Yeah, because
Uh,
sorry to cut you off, but
yeah,
like when I
go ahead.
Google Mozambique, it seems like Felipe Nyusi is still president.
Yes, he is. He's president,
Yeah,
but
because the one
they have
incumbent is Daniel Chapo, I'm assuming.
no. The winner of the
Mhm.
election is Daniel Chapo. The winner of the election in October is Daniel Chapo. He will be sworn in January. Filipe
Okay.
Nyusi, the outgoing president.
Yes, yes, yes. No. That's okay, okay, okay. He'll be sworn in okay. That's what that was my confusion. Okay,
They have like a period of time
okay,
before
okay.
to allow for contestation,
I see.
uh, which is interesting because this is a highly contested election. So as of December 29, 2024, at least 261 people have been killed in violent clashes with authorities. Two key political allies of opposition leader Venâncio Mondlane were mysteriously killed by gunmen earlier. Mondlane is now in exile, rallying his supporters from Facebook abroad. At one point, South Africa even closed its border in response to the unrest. In late December, Mozambique's top court confirmed that Frelimo's candidate Daniel Chapo had won, extending their rule since, therefore extending Frelimo's rule from independence in 1975 for what could be another 5 more years. Mondlane has rejected the results, and he also claims he will be sworn in what will be a parallel ceremony next month or next year, January 2025. Adding to the turmoil, a deadly cyclone recently struck, killing over 90 people. Mozambique is famous for cyclones. Cyclone Chido. And a prison break also happened on Christmas Day, where 6,000 inmates escaped, adding to more chaos and looting across the capital. The Southern African grouping, SADC, Southern African Development Community, held an emergency meeting in Harare a couple of months ago, but that didn't result in any solid action being taken. But Daniel Chapo apparently has called for dialogue. Mondlane sent conditions for dialogue, but um, Daniel Chapo doesn't want to accept those conditions for dialogue.
Mm.
So it's a bit of a deadlock, difficult situation in Mozambique. It's very worrying. Don't know how long this will last, but yeah. Yeah, so what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, it's it's kind of sad to see like a lot of these African countries kind of going through. It seems like the same, with exception of a few, sort of like the same things that are seem to be recurring over and over again. Elections being sort of
Mm,
not being free and fair, and I think it really it either keeps turning up the heat, you know,
yeah,
until
yeah.
we reach a situation where unfortunately, you see what's going on in Sudan, and then you
People
see
don't
what.
feel listened to.
Yeah, exactly. It's either going to turn up the heat, or you're undermining institutions that are supposed to be there to serve you and then the people. So in some sort of way,
Yeah,
it's like you're sort of degrading the same things that are supposed to be there to help you. So I think
yeah.
it's sort of like you're how can I say, you keep on building this debt that at some point you're definitely going to have to repay.
Gonna have to pay
Um,
it. That's true.
yeah.
Yeah.